everyone, my name is Beena Roy and today is the fifth day of 30 Days English Fluency Challenge. I am back again and without further ado, let's deep dive into this particular book and let's learn new phrases, idioms and let's get into the practice. Okay, whatever the words you feel like that you have learned today, something new, just write down in the comment section. And if you don't have this book, don't worry, just listen carefully, learn the pronunciation, take down notes. That is going to suffice. Okay, let's start. A holistic approach. Now, what is the meaning of holistic? Holistic means to provide support that look at the whole person. I heard this term when I was in school, like holistic education. A student should get holistic approach, way of teaching. Means all the teachers should teach holistically. Not only the bookish knowledge, but in every aspect. Like if the student is facing some kind of challenges mentally, physically, even emotionally, we are supposed to help, we are supposed to take care. Fine? We are not just arms and legs, eyes and ears, a heart and a brain. So take care of the pronunciation of heart. It's not hurt. Hurt means causing someone pain. So I also used to do this mistake. Like I always used to get confused with hurt and hard. It happens, right? When you pronounce or you are just spontaneous or you are in a hurry, you simply say, please don't hurt me. Okay? So it's hurt. Don't hurt me, and this is heart, dil in Hindi we say. So just now I read this particular line, just arms and legs. So one idiom popped up in my mind, and that is it cost an arm and a leg. So now when something is very expensive or costly, we say it's expensive, it's costly, right? So there's other way of saying that, please be careful, this mic is, or it costs an arm and a leg. That means it is very expensive. I'm not saying that if you say very expensive, it will be wrong. No. There's the other way of saying that it costs an arm and a leg. So very careful. Be careful. So when you use these kinds of idioms, phrases, you add something new, you add power to your fluency. Okay, the whole person goes to work and the whole person comes home. Behavior don't change. People who are honest at home are honest at work, and people who are dishonest at home are dishonest at work. We take family problems to work and work problems to the family. This is such a true, like it's truly said. What happens when we take family problems to work? Our stress level goes up and our productivity comes down. That's absolutely true. Similarly, work problems too have an impact not only on our families but on every aspect of our lives, right? Personal, professional and social problems are strongly interconnected and impact each other. It's like literally true. These lines are just, eye-opening. Factors that determine our attitude. Now, what are the factors? Let me ask you, we are born with attitudes or do we develop them as we mature? What are the factors that form our attitudes? Can attitudes be changed? Most of our attitudes were, okay, not where. I'm not, like for example, you say that I'm wearing, okay, so it's not wear. I also do sometimes mistake. I also say that like that day they were or they were, okay, so I also go wrong. So don't worry, just keep practicing, you will get the knack of it, right? So while we were born with tendencies. Now what is the meaning of tendencies? Tendencies means a way of behaving. Like you have the tendency to speak very fast, or you can say that Beena ma'am or Beena has the tendency to speak very fast. Means a way of behaving. This is he has got the particular way of doing certain things, right? Towards temperaments, there are three factors that largely determine our attitude formation. These are the triple E's of attitude: environment, experience, education. Rightly said. Let's evaluate each of these factors individually. Environment. Environment consists of following. Home environment, that's absolutely true. If everything is well in a home, okay, when people are loving, caring each other, so our attitude becomes the same, okay. Positive or negative influences start rubbing off on all family members. School environment, peer pressure. Just because of peer pressure, that means if that particular group is doing something, if your friend circle is doing something, so just because of them, our attitude sometimes changes. Work environment, supportive or overcritical environment. Social environment, media, television, newspapers, magazines, radio, movies, etc. What is socially acceptable or unacceptable starts influencing our attitude. So whatever we see or watch, or whatever we experience surrounding, like around us, we start behaving in the same way. Sometimes what happens, if you are in a group where people talks about English, so you become the same. You also work to achieve your goals. If certain people are talking negative things, so you sometimes become the same. So it happens, right? Our environment can change. Our environment can change us, really heal us, or sometimes can put us into pressure, into depression, okay. So economic environment, abject poverty. Can you teach values on an empty stomach? No. Religious environment, many times either interpretation. Now what is interpretation? Interpretation means maybe you are explaining something or you are understanding something. So interpretation, what is your interpretation on this? Or try to interpret clearly, means you are understanding, okay, something, or you are explaining something. Or misinterpretation of religion makes people fatalistic. Sometimes what happens, whenever we get this type of words, interpretation, we get confused. So try to use as many times as you can. And here one word is being used, that is fatalistic. Now what is the meaning of fatalistic? Fatalistic means someone who believes that the events which are happening, okay, or according to the events, whatever is happening in our life, they decide that it is just because of fate. So they are not going to change their mindset. They always think that just because of fate everything is happening, so they are just fatalistic, okay. Political environment, all these environments create a culture. Every place, be it a home, organization, or a country, has a culture or lack of it. Even lack of it is a culture. For example, or for instance, if you go to a shop, you may find the salesperson polite, the supervisor polite, supervisor, sorry, I'm not wearing the specs. So sometimes it happens, so I'm not supposed to do that. The supervisor polite, manager polite, the owner polite. You go to the another shop and you find the salesperson rude, supervisor rude, manager rude, and the owner rude. There is a culture running. So it passes on, right? It passes on. Similarly, if you go to a home and you find the kids are courteous, well behaved, so are the parents. Even the help is polite. You go to another home, you may find the kids are fighting like cats and dogs. Okay, so here again, cats and dogs means continuously. For example, we use this particular word sometimes when it's raining, right? It's raining cats and dogs, like very hard, extremely. So if they are fighting cats and dogs, that means they are fighting extremely every time. So take care of these idioms. Okay, these are very simple. Only the thing is, keep using. Okay. There is another culture running. Culture in any place always goes top down, never bottom up. Okay. In countries where there is a political uncertainty means not sure. For example, I'm certain about these things. I'm uncertain. Certain means you are sure about it. Okay. And uncertain means you are not sure, doubtful. People stop thinking long term, they start thinking short term. Their objective becomes to fleece. Now here FLEECE, fleece, has got meaning. So one meaning I'm going to share with you, that is to cheat someone. And another meaning you are going to find it out. Just check in the dictionary or just Google it. Okay. Fleece everybody and fill their pockets today. This is the truth nowadays. Because if their pockets are full today, they will be more prepared to face the uncertainties of tomorrow. That's absolutely true. In countries where the government and political environment is honest, generally you will find that the people are honest,